Hey guys, what's up? It's Jay, and I'm here with our new segment called Knights of the Weeaboo Table. Now, if you can tell or not tell from the name, we're here to talk about everything anime, everything manga, just everything that's all that. I am joined by two of our knights. This is Emmanuel, and this is Chris. So today we are going to do anime opinions. Now, please, these are just our opinions. Don't be in the comments talking about that's my favorite anime, why you say that. This is just our personal opinions. Some are good, some are bad. Most likely they'll be all good because, again, we are weeaboos and we love it all. So we're just going to jump right in. Our first anime is One Punch Man. Who wants to start?
It don't matter to me. First of all, if you don't like my opinion, that's okay. You can not like it. My opinion is still right. But One Punch Man is what would I say about One Punch Man? I like it more so because it's just very literal. It's literally about a guy who just one punches his people to death and just keeps it moving. And I think that kind of humor just wasn't what I was expecting from the show, but once I got it, I couldn't stop. And I was just like, yeah, this is pretty good. And I mean, I think the art style is also hilarious. How it switches from serious to like scribbles, and also I'm pretty sure One Punch Man took the world by storm anyways, anime world, so it works for me.
I definitely agree that it took the world by storm. It set the tone for a lot of upcoming anime that's been coming out, like Overly Cautious Hero and other ones. Now everything is kind of set at one certain theme, and then now it's easy for a lot of anime content creators to like just create a whole storyline based off one simple concept. And yeah, before they were able to do that, but now, especially with One Punch Man, I think that they've sort of got this fan base that are like, we desire it, we need this, we need to see the same thing over and over again with just small differentials, So I think One Punch Man has definitely taken the world by storm, and I think there's going to be a lot more demand for it in the future. But speaking of One Punch Man, the downside, if there is any downside with things like that, is how long can you go, right?
Yeah.
How long can you go killing somebody with one punch or doing something with one punch? And they kind of messed around that by adding in fresh new characters. It's about superheroes and budgeting and making money, making ends meet as a superhero. So I think they have kind of fallen into, we're One Punch Man, but we're so much more at this point.
Yeah, I agree with kind of that downside of it is how long you can go with it. I think that's why in the first season you saw it was a lot about Saitama, like him just going around and killing people. But in the second season it's moving towards the background of other characters. So it's moving more towards the antagonist and seeing what he's going through and all the other heroes and seeing what they're going through, and then maybe 3 episodes later, then Saitama comes, and then you see him one punch everyone. So I think that's why they kind of moved to that.
They moved away from Saitama. It's called One Punch Man.
Yeah, they moved away from him
Saitama
in season 2, and now it's I think that's how they're trying to prolong it, because now since they're focusing on other characters, he's just coming in every 2-3 episodes.
Which is great. I mean, part of same thing with adding into other animes that we'll discuss in the future, like My Hero Academia. They go into different heroes in the Hero Guild now, and of course you're going to want to know what each individual's personality are like, and then it becomes more of a slice of life.
Yeah, but in One Punch Man, you're still okay, where's Saitama though?
Where's Saitama?
You still want to be where is he? I need him to come, and I need him to one punch this person, because what's his name? What's his disciple's name? Genesis. Genos is always getting forever. He's like Vegeta. He's like Vegeta. He got heart. He always gets act kicked, but he got heart.
You know who definitely has heart? Moomin Rider. I want to see
Moomin Rider has heart.
I need a whole side story on Moomin Rider.
Imagine there's a world of superheroes, you a nigga with a bike. You just roll it up.
You just with a bike coming in, I just fight the villain.
I got a bike.
I'm gonna save these pedestrians on the side because I am.
No, not even that. Because he'll come to the fight the villains too. He'll be like, with all my strength and my moving straight.
moving right straight. He'll get pushed into the concrete.
But when you see them and you're okay, they're gonna fight, but where's Saitama? I need Saitama to come and do this and destroy this.
I ain't gonna lie, but Moomin Rider is probably one of my favorite people because
he got heart.
He's basically
because he got heart.
Moomin Rider is basically Naruto in a sense. Not Naruto how Naruto was. He's just Naruto with all the heart. But it makes me happy because in real life they beat his ass. And none of that shit is gonna happen.
None of the strength.
Nothing is gonna happen. In real life you ain't gonna walk up to a bully and be like, The power of friendship.
I'm gonna walk over there and I'm gonna give you a citizen's arrest, damn it.
That's basically his power is citizen's arrest.
So, yeah.
Okay, so for One Punch, obviously, we all like it. The little downfalls is not really downfalls at all. So moving along, our next anime is my first anime, a classic, I believe, Inuyasha. Chris, you can start.
Oh, God, me. Okay, so for Inuyasha, it has been some time. Inuyasha was really good anime, and I feel like without Inuyasha, there's a lot of anime that wouldn't come out. Mm-hmm. I think... having all the demons and just throwing you into Inuyasha's world, like I would always recall that I would always want to be in Inuyasha's world. Whenever they went back into the human world, I was like, they're cool, they're chilling in there. Mm-hmm. But most of the core is just seeing these different creatures, and a lot of them are from actual, Japanese history. Like, a lot of the creatures are like yokai or something like that. So just kind of equating that to a whole spiritual world and knowing that they added that plus the romance, plus the slice of life, plus, badass action. Mm-hmm. What's not to love about that? I mean, also like, for certain people, the whole Sid Boy and the domination thing of making sure that Inuyasha knows his place, that actually draws some attention. People. Especially towards, certain women, or people, my bad. In general. Mm-hmm. So, I really enjoyed Inuyasha, and my favorite, I think, I don't think it was Kagome. It was Kikyo? Not Kikyo either. I actually thought she was kind of mean. Kagura is the chick with the lion.
With the fan.
With the fan.
No, Asango.
Asango's
the one with the kitty that turned into a big lion.
Oh, she was awesome. She was cool, and her relationship with the priest, hands down, the best romance ever.
He was a pervert for a priest.
Hey,
that is not the
best
romance ever. How dare you say that's the best romance ever?
Who doesn't want to
with
be
this pervert who fills up every woman's ass in his vicinity.
I'm just
he's a priest over here talking about egg.
I don't remember very well, but I know that was hilarious to watch. Regardless, that's good writing.
Look, I love Inuyasha. Inuyasha, I feel like is the perfect example of a starter anime. That's what gets you into anime, because if you try to watch anime now, watch it now after watching so many hardcore animes,
it's gonna be lacking.
It would be laughable almost. You'd be like, nah, I can't really get with this. However, if you see it when you're starting out, it's awesome. The demons, the fighting, the story, it brings you in.
Yeah.
And it's awesome, and it's everything, and
you can't knock down the old.
Yeah, to me it is a classic anime.
Classic anime.
It is a classic anime, and I put that in my classic.
For me, I barely remember Inuyasha, but all things considered, we still have to call 911 on this man here for saying that who doesn't want to be a pervert. That's first things first. We call 911 on this man. Secondly, Inuyasha was definitely a starter anime ourselves for sure. Because I have vague memories of watching it, and I'm pretty sure if I went back to watch it now, I'd probably not watch it because it's not my kind of thing. But at the same time, it's throw someone with a big ass sword, throw a pretty girl, and anime usually works. That's all
anime.
That's almost all anime. That's basically just throw someone with a big ass sword, and you have a nice pretty girl, and then superpowers, and you good. So that's it. But Inuyasha was cool. I'm not gonna go back to watch it now. I would never watch it.
It doesn't have rewatchability. I don't think. Not after watching so many really, really good anime.
Well, it's just the art style now. Nowadays it's just different. It's more dynamic, more quick cut and clean and impactful. Before, you can't really knock old anime and classic anime because they were what you were exposed to. Mm-hmm. Especially, being that certain age. They're literally the only thing you would be exposed to. You'd go on, you had a chill day in school or whatever at church time or whatever time, but then you would go and watch Toonami and just everything that's on Toonami. And Inuyasha was definitely just great to watch. So
that's fair. I think, just side note here, but old in general, I feel I'm not a fan of newer anime graphics. Maybe it's mostly 3D.
I think you're not a fan of the 3D.
We'll do
that in another video.
Move on to another
We'll have that in another video.
That's fine. We'll talk about 3D anime in its entirety.
Inuyasha is good for nostalgia, but rewatchability is low, unfortunately. So on to our next one. I'm gonna start.
Unless you're expecting the classic feel,
unless
which
you want
nothing's wrong with that. I've gone into some good stuff for the writing.
Yeah. Exactly. So I'm gonna start with the next one. It is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I don't even have the words to fathom JoJo. It is an interesting anime. I remember watching the first episode, And like I was just like, damn, they killed the dog. Like I was just like, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but goddamn, they killed the dog. Like that's how you know you a villain. If
Which one did you watch? Is that 3?
That's the first one.
The
nigga was out here murdering dogs. However, in my opinion, I think I haven't seen like all of JoJo. I've seen the original Jonathan Joestar, and then I've seen Joseph Joestar, and then I've seen his grandson Jonathan. I love Jonathan. Jonathan is ridiculous. No, I've seen those two. Jonathan is amazing. Like he just be out here talking about like kicking cats. Over here, like, and now you're gonna say, what did you think next? And the guy's like, what did you think next? Wait, how did you know that? Like, I love Jonathan so much. That's the only thing I love about him. And that is so dramatic. It's so out of place. It's so over the top. Like, I don't know what to do with that anime.
It is literally Scooby-Doo for most action watchers. It's you go there, you find a villain, he has some otherworldly, outstanding power that you couldn't even comprehend to defeat, and then, you have your main character who literally slows down time or punches super, super fast and just knocks it out. It's basically One Punch Man in that eyes, as it's majorly solved by the same ass whooping. Oh no. It's just no. At the end, you're gonna get into a situation. There's gonna be a mystery, and then at the very end, no. I have a problem with it because of that. I haven't watched the new one. I think we're on like season 4 or season 5. But after season 3, it got to the point where I couldn't. They were just traveling, dealing with villains, and then the end would be no.
Much.
And it's great stories, great writing again, and the coloring, the way it looks, the layout is all brilliant, and for a fashion point of view, it's really well done. And then there's some 3D aspects to it as well, but I just can't after a certain while. And my friend lives by, he always tells me, you gotta watch the new one now because this is where things go down and all this other stuff. And I like that there's a lot of good seasons. They all have similar differences. If I had to pick a guy, it would be season 3, that kid with the green stand who's in that relationship. Man, she goes crazy and her hair starts killing people or whatever. It was just hilarious. And then the dog, of course, is funny too, but...
The dead dog? Or?
No, season 3 there's another dog. With the stand. There's a dog that has a power.
Of course there is. It's JoJo.
So yeah.
It's JoJo.
And then I was like, okay, too much for me, so I'm out.
What do you...
Honestly, I could write a dissertation on JoJo.
Okay.
That's.
Have you seen all of them?
No, I haven't seen all of them. But let me put it this way: JoJo is my kind of content. Okay, I'm the kind of person who you show me an anime. If you show me someone who's eccentric, that's my person. If you talk about Tokyo Ghoul and Hisoka, now those are the people that I love. I mean Hunter x Hunter. Sorry, Hisoka in there is lovely.
You mean that pedophile?
He's not.
Yes, he is.
Hisoka.
Hey,
Hisoka the kind of man. First of all,
that is so wrong.
First of all, I'm calling 911.
But it's great writing. It's bad. It's bad writing.
Secondly, but people like him. Why I stress this is like, people like him are the ones who when they take showers, they
Master Roshi,
and then he just goes.
It's always.
I disagree with that, but why I say this is because JoJo is just filled with all of them. All of them is just. They are all just very different and sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And
sweet.
Sweet is the word. Sweet is the word. It's something. Yes, please. It's something for sure. But I mean, I think when I think JoJo, I'm thinking like season 2 Jonathan Joestar, because he's just
Jonathan was everything.
I mean, there's literally a YouTube video just dedicated to this man where he trips a cat. All you have to say is trips a cat is all you have to Google, and you just watch him in his entirety, and you're thinking, wow.
You want to be that guy.
I definitely just want to think for a minute, like, hey, come get some and then just trip this man. It's just like, just for science. For science.
No, not
for science.
But the mascot.
That's JoJo works for me. It's over the top. It's not serious. And I mean, it's the kind of thing you could just like come on, put on after a day of work and you're just chilling and then you hear muda 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 and you're just like, whoa,
yeah.
That's
okay, so we've been mostly in consensus with all of these. So we're gonna go to our final and last one. We're gonna do Dragon Ball. And I mean like all of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Kai, just Dragon Ball franchise as a whole.
Are you sure you want to tackle that?
I mean, we could, yes, this instant, because to me, I probably have an unpopular opinion. Dragon Ball means the same thing. I'm not a fan of Dragon Ball too much.
Oh, see, that's why this is not a thing where you can just do it in 1 2 seconds.
It's a thing where I can do it. So let's go. Dragon Ball is our last one. Go.
Oh, okay.
Is our last one?
Is our last one.
I mean, to be fair, I kind of have
franchise.
I have a similar opinion with you. So
you guys don't like Dragon Ball?
I don't dislike Dragon Ball. She doesn't like it.
Okay, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, like what?
It's so I personally don't like.
Good in Dragon
I have a few things I don't like. Dragon Ball, the newer content, where it's like Dragon Ball Kai, Dragon Ball Super.
Okay. So if you need to, Dragon Ball Kai is basically Dragon Ball Z. Condensed.
Now that's what I'm saying. It's literally the same goddamn thing. What's the point of having it again?
Because it's,
and then also with Dragon Ball Super, when it comes out too, it was also the same thing. With the first few episodes were the same. And it's like, why are you keep just doing it over? What's the point of that?
To be fair, Dragon Ball Super had a lot of people who had drift.
And it's cool that
Goku Black with the little.
It's cool that like in the future episodes,
I was surprised. I was like, okay.
That's fine, but like in the future episodes, it's different. However, what's the point of keep going over the same damn thing? Also,
and then all the recaps, like last time.
The recaps, whatever.
TV.
Let me tell you what really pissing me off about Dragon Ball Z. When I used to watch it as a kid, and Goku would be on this goddamn dragon train running in heaven for 7 episodes. I was not here for that.
But you're defining why there's a Dragon Ball Z Kai. So for this instance,
he's still from 7 to 3 episodes.
It is, but that's
what I don't.
It was on Planet Namek for like 42 episodes, and they shortened that to like 17, 19. Now I'm not going to do specifics.
I'm not here for it. And also the one thing about Dragon Ball is like it's kind of like Goku's kind of like Superman in my eyes, and what I mean by that is
he's definitely not Superman.
This is what I mean in that sense is like with Superman comics, you can't really do much with Superman anymore because it's like you know how strong he is now. He's impervious to just one thing and one thing only, which is kryptonite. Everybody can get kryptonite like that. So Superman is such a godlike character that there's not much you can do with him now in terms of development. You know who he is, you know what he's about, you know how strong he is. Now with Goku, it's kind of the same. He always tries to reach new limits, but that's the thing with Goku is he will always reach new limits. You know that he doesn't be able to reach new limits. At the end of the day, Goku's always going to win because he's that strong of a character. Goku is a planet destroyer. He's very powerful.
I mean, but he dies sometimes. So
he dies, but the nigga always comes back.
I mean, hey,
they get their Dragon Balls and make that wish.
Too, so.
They get their balls and make that wish. Goku is Superman in the sense that he is an all-powerful character, and like you can't do that much with it, especially when it's a show that focuses on that character instead of like One Punch Man where it's like they focus on him but they don't. They bring him out at the end. Goku is always front and center. So because we see him so much and we see what he does, we know what he's gonna do. We know he's gonna win at the end of the day.
Yeah,
we know he is.
He's nowhere near. I completely disagree with that statement as Superman because there's been a lot of discussion on Goku versus Superman and who they are. Superman has never been designed to be any kind of human anatomy, anything that has to do with being obtainable. Superman is what you always see, the symbol. He's impervious, he's perfect, he can go 1 billion trillion miles from one planet to another planet. Goku has always been human. He's not technically human, but he's always been work hard, get hard, get more work ethic and just keep going.
But I'm not saying that Goku was made. I'm not saying Goku was made perfect. I'm saying that at the moment he is now, like as we see him, Goku is perfect.
Now.
And it's like what's the point of keeping it going? Because it's like he's always Goku's biggest thing is there's more limits I can reach. And it's like bro, how farther can you go? Go be a parent. I was watching one episode when he had it on, and I was like, there was an episode where he was like, "Oh, Chi-Chi's mad at me because I don't want to spend time with my grandkids. I just want to train." Bruh, go see your grandchild.
Yeah, he was over at Vegeta's house. He was like, "Oh, you actually kissed?"
First of all,
I didn't know there was kissing.
No, he did. Hold on. Vegeta kissed Bulma, and Goku was like, "Oh my god, you kissed her." He was like, "What? Goku, you got 3 kids. What's happening?" Like Goku is literally a child, and it's just and then he has another nigga raising his kid. Piccolo is technically Gohan's father.
Piccolo is Gohan's father.
A whole nother person raising your child, Goku.
Shout out Vegeta for being a good dad.
Shout out to Vegeta for actually being a good dad.
Shout out to the good dads.
Hashtag deadbeat. Hashtag deadbeat.
But he gave a damn about Trunks.
To be fair though, the deadbeat dads bring the best people, like the deadbeat dads. So let's just keep
We're
it
gonna close
going.
that part.
So Gohan's so popular that deadbeat. That's why he's so fired.
Abandon your
Shout
children
out
today
to
and watch them
abandoning
be
your
stars
children?
tomorrow.
Oh my God,
Thank
what
you.
is this?
That's my.
Anywho,
That's my
I will
slogan.
say here now, Dragon Ball
Makes
and
you
Dragon
stronger.
Ball and Goku is overrated. I will say it. It's too much now. It's
Okay.
like, what's the point of having it now? We know Goku's gonna win it.
Because of the writing, though. I mean, if we talk about now and Super Saiyan,
Bro, you don't even like Goku. Just admit it.
I never said I like Goku. I like the people in DBZ.
That's fine, but it's like, what's
I
the
like
point?
Krillin. I like
Dragon Ball has like
Tien
you
is
can
dope.
only do so. It's kind of
Android
like,
18.
it's kind of like the same as a comedy show. You can only do so much to where it's like, okay,
Videl, not
this
Gohan,
isn't
but
this
Videl.
isn't new anymore. Like I already know what's gonna happen. Goku's gonna win.
He's
He's gonna win.
I
He's
agree.
gonna reach those new limits. He's gonna win. Vegeta's gonna lose. Goku's gonna come whoop the ass.
But like, what about when Cell came out? Goku didn't win. He died. His son
But
won.
then
So there are
but
parts.
There's like
he
little
doesn't win.
parts, but that's like that was back in the day though.
All right.
I'm talking about now. What's
As
the
an
point?
anime, it gets
What's the
repetitive. I
point?
agree with that. As writing and as it coming up and being.
Writing.
You know-
Goku's stupid.
Are you talking about Dragon Ball Super
I'm just
or
talking
Dragon
about
Ball
Dragon
Z?
Ball.
Or Dragon. Oh,
I'm
the
talking
original
about,
when he was a child?
No, I'm talking about Dragon Ball
Dragon Ball
now.
is-
Dragon
she was
Ball
a child.
now.
You're
Okay,
looking
okay.
into like the super, but
You
regardless.
just said the whole. Well,
Now
you
the
can't
franchise
say
as a
the
whole, I'm
franchise.
tired of Goku. But Dragon Ball now, it's like, what's the point?
Well, to be fair, now them niggas got drip. Goku.
We're not talking about the drip.
Wait. Like I need you to understand. Like when you watch Dragon Ball Super,
he got drip.
and Hit
I will
walks
not
in.
hold you.
That's not Goku,
Hit
though.
walks in.
That's
with
not
a
Goku.
different
That's not
Goku.
even
That's
Goku.
different. I know Goku Black.
Hit walks in with his hands in his pocket.
You mean
and then
Penis
he
Man?
just- I'm hit the Hitman. Oh my goodness! Please, what we can let Dragon Ball go. As you can see, there are different opinions. But if you have
It
to watch
sucks.
any Dragon Ball, watch Dragon Ball Super for the drip. Watch Goku Black come in. This man with a little earring, and you just realize that.
I'm not
my
here for
God.
it. I'm
It would be
sorry.
difficult,
Really
but you would have to see the whole thing from the beginning. Watch Dragon Ball.
I agree.
Then go to
No
Dragon
one
Ball
wants
Z.
to watch it from the beginning.
Kai, not
I
regular,
agree.
because Kai is probably.
I would
improved.
say Z or Kai. So as you see in this one, we kind of had our differences. However, we will come back again, reconvene the knights of the table, and come to you guys with more opinions, more ranks, all that good stuff. And we are out. Thank you for watching this
Later,
show. We
guys.
will continue with this. I have been Jay. This has been Chris, and this has been Emmanuel, and this is our mascot. And we are the knights of the Weeaboo table. Bye, guys.
Abandon your kids today. They
No.
can be stars tomorrow.
No.
That's what I want to tell you.